Good afternoon. Here it's afternoon. It's 12:15. It's February 23rd, 1989. It's a Friday. The snow is spitting outside. My name is Bob Venn. Running the camera is Calvin Castine for Hometown Cable. And with the we have the privilege this afternoon of being at the American Legion, where we're watching the nutrition program from the Clinton County in progress. In the back of us, you see 12 to 13 people back there enjoying a nice, nutritious lunch. And on my right, we have Gene Chase from the Clinton County office. We have the local director, Shirley Higgins-Coulombe, and we have Gerald Mayo from the Legion, who wants to say a couple words right now.
The only thing I'd like to say is welcome to the American Legion, and the American Legion is very proud to have the nutrition program here, and we hope that it grows. They have a lot of space here, so anybody that would like to come down and enjoy a delicious meal, come on down and enjoy. Thank you.
Yeah. I want to tell you that no one in this group has eaten because you have to be 60 years old or more. And I'm not going to admit to that, all right? Gerald and I are retired, but we're not going to admit to that. First of all, I'd like to tell you the official name of the program. I'm going to read it because it's longer than my own name. It's the Clinton County Nutrition Program for the Elderly, and anyone 60 years old or more, anywhere in the county, could be here today enjoying this great lunch that they're having up above. And Gene Chase is the program director for the county, and Shirley is the site activities director here in Champlain. Shirley's been active since...
Oh, the first part of January.
About 6 weeks Shirley's been active. She succeeded the longtime director here, Doris Valenzi, who is retired and has, Gene said, gone on to bigger and better things.
Well, maybe not better, but bigger.
Okay,
bigger more
things.
time involved.
Okay. We're very pleased to have you all here and to explain this program. And I would ask, first of all, your background, if I could, Gene. Just tell us a little bit about yourself.
Well, so I'm a resident of Plattsburgh. I live in Morrisonville, and I've worked with the nutrition program for the elderly since 1980. And when I started with the program, I was hired as the home delivered meals coordinator, and at that time we had about 20 homebound meals that the nutrition program delivers. We now have 320, so you can see how the program has grown in 10 years. We have homebound elderly that are have severe illnesses and debilitating conditions that keep them in their homes, and we send them a daily meal Monday through Friday and a frozen meal for Saturday use that can be reheated, and they receive their meals through our program Monday through Friday, and they're delivered by our program, and we're in charge of that as well as the congregate site. So that's a big part of our program.
Good. You sound very natural here. Don't be afraid of this.
Okay.
It's not going to hurt. Shirley, give us a little bit about your background.
Well, let me see now. I've lived in Champlain since I was 7 years old. I know just about all of the senior citizens here in Champlain. I enjoy working with them very much. My husband and I are now running a mini-mart here in Champlain together, and I've been an antique dealer here for many years, and I enjoy that, and I enjoy meeting new people, and I'm happy to have Gene here with us today.
And Shirley also... Thank you very much. Shirley was Shirley Higgins, graduated from our local school.
Sometime around there.
Sometime back many years ago, as we say. And you're a parent of 3 children, I believe?
Right.
3, and some grandchildren?
5.
Right, and very nice to have someone so cordial right here that the people know, Gene, that you know. And Gerald Mayo is very active in our Legion. President office, Gerald?
Just post adjutant.
Post adjutant at this time.
I'd like to say how much we appreciate Gerald and the Legion's support. Without them, we wouldn't be here. We'd be waifs on the street without a home. They took us in when we had nowhere to go since about 1984, and we've been here and prospering ever since. But they're very kind to us, and we appreciate the amenities that they offer to us. And they're a very civic-minded group, as you can well see, and they provide a great service for the Champlain, Rouse's Point, Coopersville area, and all the senior citizens in the northern tier.
It's very well known in this area. They have been Citizen of the Year, it was mentioned earlier, twice.
Well,
the
they
Legion has been.
must be renowned for their kind services
They certainly
to
are.
other groups, but
Yes.
that we're very appreciative for what they've done to us.
Not only with their facilities, but they also donate money to needy organizations and individuals. Very much so.
Very worthwhile organization.
Okay, now I would like to just start out with what the official name of the program we have. How is the program funded?
Okay, we receive federal monies. We receive a great big chunk of money from the very concerned Clinton County legislature who likes to take care of their senior citizens. And we also receive money from the clients that we serve. We have a suggested contribution of $1.50 per meal. But I'd like to also say that if someone cannot afford the meals, no one is ever denied access to meals because of inability to pay, because we do get the funding source from the county level and the federal level.
Okay, now Shirley, I think 12 people I counted. What's the average since you've been here?
Anywhere from 12 up to 18. We've had as many as 30, and on, once a month we try to have a little party. We celebrate, have birthday parties. Anyone that has a birthday during the month of February or January, whatever, may come in and sign their name in, and we draw, and we give them a bouquet of flowers or some kind of a prize for their birthday. And we had a Valentine and birthday party combined on the 14th of February, and it was very well attended. And everyone seemed to enjoy themselves. Sometimes they play bingo or play cards or do whatever they like.
So when this is finished, they can hang around here?
They can hang around if they'd like. Most of them just come in and have their meal and then leave because they have other things they want to do. Or
Now, does the attendance vary by seasons?
well, I would think
You
so. I
wouldn't
haven't
know
been
that maybe,
here.
but
I
are
wasn't
there
here.
more in the summer?
We have a lot of snowbirds that go to Florida for the
Yes,
winter months.
right.
And of course, in the winter months when it's harder to get out and such, our congregate levels do seem to drop. But in the springtime and summertime and fall, they do seem to go up. But it's just because of the precariousness of having to get out on the ice and get dressed up and find transportation into the local nutrition site in the winter months. It goes
And
down
how
like
many
that.
do you serve at home in this immediate area?
Okay, it fluctuates. It can go from anywhere from 35 to we've had as many as 50 people on the homebound meal route, which is serving Champlain, Ross's Point, and the Coopersville Northern Tier area.
That's as many as 3 times as much that are here today.
Exactly.
Okay, that's the one we don't see.
Home health care is the thing of the future, and that's where the money is being invested in the future to keep people healthy and happy in their own homes for as long as possible without having to put them in institutions or some sort of proprietary type care.
Okay, now, how would somebody who is homebound right now or wants to come here tomorrow, how would they go about arranging this? Make a reservation?
They can call us here at the nutrition site at the American Legion telephone number and just ask us if we would start them up on meals. We send out a form that they have to fill out. It's a very informal form, their birthday and things like that, where they live. And then we call Plattsburgh and we get the go-ahead from the main office. And they can start getting their meals like the next day.
Okay, now, do they have a choice of meals?
No.
No.
We have a monthly menu, and it's all made out at the main office, and they will get one in there that's sent to them, so that they will know daily what they're going to have for the next day.
So they could say, I only want meals on Tuesdays and Thursdays
No.
for the next month. Oh,
No.
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 Can't
It's
do
a
that.
very strict program.
Okay.
There has to be an assessment form filled out on each person, and the person has to be truly needy. It's in no way, shape, or form a convenience type meal. It's for
Okay.
people that are truly disabled and at home and having a very hard time shopping, preparing, and eating nutritious meals. So in that respect, we're very regimented and we set boundaries. Of course, we have a limited number of people and funds to draw from, so it's only the really, truly needy people who are in need of the service that we're allowed to put on.
Okay, so I can't just go eat at home when I want to? What if I want to come here only on Tuesdays and Thursdays? Can I do that?
You come in, we put you on the computer sheet as a regular, and you come in. If you have a doctor appointment or something and you can't make it, well, then you call us and the day before and say, Shirley, I'm not going to be there, or whoever
Okay,
happens
this
to be
morning
there.
I wake up and there's 4 inches of snow on my driveway. I said, I'm not going to get
Well,
out
then
of
you
here.
better call me Bob and Candy.
And if I don't call, then what happens?
Well, then I just don't circle your name that you've eaten.
Okay.
But we work on a 24-hour reservation system in
Yes.
advance. That's how we get our meals, because they're
Okay.
prepared in Ellenburg and they're delivered up here.
Okay, let's go through that again. This meal was not prepared here.
No, it's a satellited meal. It's been cooked fresh and hot in Ellenburg, and it's been transported up here for serving time. So you must tell us one day in advance. Either you see Shirley the day before when you come here, and you can sign up for as much as a month in advance, because she has a computer sheet for a month. Or if you're at home, you can call in and talk to her in the morning between 9 and 1, and you can make your reservation for any day of the month, and Shirley's more than happy and cordial to take those reservations.
Okay, so my sister and my brother-in-law are here from Texas, and I said, and they say, would like to go over to eat tomorrow, can they come?
They certainly can.
Even though they don't live in the
As
county?
long as they're a senior citizen. And even if they weren't, if they were guests of yours and you were coming in, you were a regular, they could come and pay a fee of $3 for the
Okay.
meal once in a while. We don't encourage it, but if someone has a grandmother or grandfather has a grandson visiting or granddaughter and they want to come and see what grandma and grandpa are doing at the site, we invite them to come once in a while, except they're expected to pay a $3 mandatory fee. It's not a suggested contribution.
Okay, this has been here, I think you told me before, it's from in the 70s?
It's been in the Champlain area since in the late 1970s.
Where did you eat before?
Okay, we were at Three Steeples Methodist Church,
Yes.
and we had a center there. Okay, and then when it became no longer feasible for us to be there, the American Legion kindly opened their doors to us and took us in. So I
Okay.
guess we're their pet project now.
Okay, this program also goes out to Moores and some of Moores Forks and
Yes.
some of the. Where else can you have meals except Champlain?
Oh, we have lovely nutrition sites in the northern tier located in Champlain, at the Moores Fire Station and town offices, and at Ellenburg at St. Edmund's Church Hall, or the KFC Hall there that's located beside St. Edmund's Church. That services the northern tier area. Those are the three that are up here, and people would be able to avail themselves up in the northern area.
Okay, and just in case this is shown in Plattsburgh on Channel 10, which
Yes.
we are getting programs down there now, going very well, getting good response. Where do they have them in the Plattsburgh area or south?
All right, in the southern tier of the county, we have two in Plattsburgh. One is in the Grand Union Senior Center, which is newly built last year on the corner of Margaret and Cornelia Street. We have one at Lakeview Towers Activity Room on Flynn Avenue. We also have one in Saranac at the Town Hall. I mentioned Ellenburg. We have one in Peru at the Peru Town Hall. And let me see, what have I forgotten? I've told you Lakeview Towers, Moores. I think that just about does it. We have 7 operating sites.
Okay. And the rules are the same in all of them?
All of them. You just
Okay.
have to be 60 years of age or have a spouse who is 60 years of age and they are attending the program. We try not to split up marriages. If someone is fortunate enough to have a younger wife or a younger husband, as long as they attend the program and they're 60, their spouse can come and be treated as a senior citizen.
Well, they aren't always under 60, but they claim to be. All right? So that,
Whatever.
that happens, right, Shirley? Well, Shirley, how are you enjoying it so far?
Very much. I enjoy meeting a lot of the senior citizens, and I feel that I'm, I fit right in with them, I feel.
I'm sure
I know
you-
them all, most of them.
You're,
I grew up.
You're an active,
Yes, yeah.
of course you did, and
Here
you're an
in
active
Champlain, so
person.
I know most.
Or else you can't be an antique dealer. You
Right.
can't go to the shows unless you like to be with people.
Right.
You know how much food you prepare because you plan it one day in
Right.
advance, right? With reservations.
This,
How many? Go ahead.
The lady that just came in from Ross's Point, from delivering the homebound meals in Ross's Point, takes the number of people we are going to serve tomorrow. Takes the slip back to Ellenburg,
Okay.
and they know in Ellenburg how many we're going to need tomorrow, how many diets, whatever,
Okay.
you know.
Now, I don't want to be
She's
getting.
waiting for me right now.
Okay, I don't
She'll
want to
go
get
back.
into anything controversial, but at one time we were talking about one in Ross's Point. That kind of has died off. Is that still in limbo?
Well, I think it's kind of quieted down now because I don't think we developed it any further. I don't think there was a suitable place to have it. And because of the close proximity of Ross's Point, we try and encourage people. It's only a couple miles down the road to come here. We already have something that's set up and working great.
Yeah.
We invite them to come and see us and participate, and they do. They have a very active community there, and I know a lot of the seniors come and see Shirley on a regular basis from Ross's Point.
On Tuesdays, the drop-in center from Ross's Point. There's about 11 or 12 ladies that come up and have dinner with us. And this Monday coming, there'll be 10 people from the nursing home coming up. Eight
terrific.
patients and
That's
2
great.
of the directors or whatever.
And how much help do you have, Shirley?
I have 3 ladies in the kitchen that help me, and they're very good. And without them, I don't know what I'd do.
Okay. We
Because
see
they've
some-
been more than helpful.
Okay, well, as we're talking, we see some of the people
And if we
leaving
don't hurry, you're not gonna be able to interview
the
them.
premises here, and we'd like to talk to a couple of them
Great,
eventually.
wait.
Does anybody want to volunteer to talk?
It's very convenient.
It was very convenient. What about very good?
Yeah.
Okay.
Nutritious, balanced diet.
Well, let me ask you, ma'am, what do you think about the new area director here?
Very good. She's my sister.
She's a nice lady.
Have no choice. She's my sister. It's very convenient.
Okay.
Very good.
Okay, we know most of the people who are going out by name here, and they're probably the same faces we see pretty
Most
regularly,
are
right?
regulars, yes.
Okay.
When we have a party or something like that, we see some new faces.
Meals there.
Gerald, would you like to be on television?
You're welcome, Gerald. Come over here and say.
Gerald enjoys coming here to see us.
He does. Well,
Gets him out, too.
it makes a good outing for the people, and I'm really amazed at the number that you're serving at home. That really surprises me.
We had
Now,
36 today.
okay, now due to I'm going to hit you with maybe a tough question, but because of the government cuts,
Yes.
is there any danger of a program like this being funded less that you know of?
Well, they have never given us any more money, but they haven't taken any money away from us. Since I've been here since 1980, they've never cut the funding sources. So that's good. I mean, we have looked through for increases, but where we get our increases from is, like I said, the devoted Clinton County legislator who has a big interest in their senior citizens. And they're very, very generous and above and beyond the call of duty, but they do have an intense interest in the senior citizens, and they've been very supportive of our program because it is a good program, and it's very worthwhile. It's a big plus for a community to have.
Well, have you met our new legislator, John Zerlo?
No, I do not know him.
Well, John is a teacher locally, and he just replaced one of our senior citizens, Mr. Paquette, Larry Paquette, and his wife Celine just chosen as the king and queen of the winter carnival in Rogers Point, Champlain, and everybody's very proud and very happy for them that they did that. And Larry did a great job when he was legislator for this northern tier and was very much in favor of these kind of programs.
He was always very supportive of the
very
nutrition
much
program.
so. Is there anything else either one of you want to cover before I close up?
One thing I'd like to do is we'd like more people to come. Some people have a negative connotation or negative image about the program that sometimes we have, quote unquote, a welfare stipulation that goes along with it. That's not what the program is. The program is open to anyone. There are no income eligibility guidelines or criteria. And one way to look at it is, people say, well, I don't want to go to that program. That has a welfare stigmatism attached to it. And that's not true. Look at it this way. You've paid your taxes all your years you've paid property taxes and land taxes and school taxes and whatever else into the government. The government has provided programs for everybody. This is just one small way to get a portion of your taxes back to come in and have good nutrition, socialization, and recreation, and be able to keep in the stream of things and keep going and find out what's going on, what you're entitled to, what's available to you, etc. So look at it that way. You've made investments over the years. Try and cash in on some of those investments now, because we have a very nice socially oriented group here, and they do a lot of nice things.
Would I be wrong if I said that you're sold on this program?
Oh, very much, very much. We're very proud of our program. We think it's a big addition to any community, and we think that the communities are very lucky to have
And
them.
you've been here a long time. It's nearly 20 years, nearly 15 to 20 years. Shirley, what was the menu for today? Do you remember what they had?
Let me see now. I haven't eaten yet, Bob, and my dinner's getting cold.
You don't have. If you work here, you don't have to be 60 to eat. Okay.
Right. We have baked fish, spinach, let me see, mashed potatoes, whole wheat bread, nice gelatin salad for dessert, and milk or coffee. And it's every day it changes, and the meals are very good.
And good companionship.
And nice companionship. Yes, I enjoy it very much.
Right. And they came in about 12. It's now 12:32, and they're finished. Most of them have finished. The tables have been picked up, and a couple of people are hanging around there to talk. We see Lester Hamill, our judge, and we should talk to him in a minute. We should talk to Gerald. Maybe we talk to Lester afterward. Is there anything else I can cover, ladies?
I think you've done an excellent job.
We're looking at the snow outside, and we're worrying about getting home.
All right.
I've got to get to the bank.
I want to thank Shirley Coulombe very much.
I have
and
a
also
busy weekend also.
Good Ed Jean. We thank you very much.
Thank you for having us. We appreciate the good PR.
Thank you very much. Okay, now we're back, and we're fortunate to have with us Alcide LaFountain and Lester Hamill, both from the community. Look at that camera right there, Lester. Look at that. Look at it. Get a picture for your judgeship. Our local village justice, who just didn't resign, he didn't run for re-election, and he's been working for the village for many, many years. And Alcide, both seniors, I shouldn't say seniors, retirees from the Harris Corporation here in Champlain, and spend a lot of time at these meals, gentlemen. You come often?
I've been coming here before I came with my wife. We started that at the Methodist Church, the Three Staples, about 7 years ago, and I've been coming ever since.
You come pretty regularly, Alcide?
Every time they got a meal, I come in. For the last 3-4 years, I came 5 days a week. and I'm satisfied. Got a very good meal for $1.50. You can't get any better.
You enjoy it?
Yes.
Seen the people too,
Yes,
right?
yes.
And Lester, how about you? How long have you been coming to our
Oh, perhaps 3 or 4 years.
3 or 4 years? You come pretty regularly also?
Yes, whenever possible.
Terrific. Great. And anything you want to say to the people out there, that people in Shazy, Moores, Rouse's Point, down, I guess, toward West Shazy. West Shazy's not in yet, but they can all come to this meal, right?
Canada, no?
Canada, no. I guess we can't invite the Canadians in, but we're inviting the people from Shazy and these other communities. You don't have to be in the town of Champlain to come.
True.
You get anybody that you know of from Shazy or
Not to my knowledge.
that you know of,
No,
West Shazy,
no.
Altona?
Rouse's
You don't.
Point.
You have Rouse's Point.
Rouse's
But
Point,
anybody can come here. That was just brought out to us by Gene Chase. And we hope that some of these people come, particularly ladies, right, gentlemen?
Yeah.
You want ladies to come, right?
Well, sure, why not?
All right, anything else that you want me to cover?
Well, same to me. We should get more people to come to those meals than the amount is coming. We should get more.
It's regrettable that people think that this is a welfare.
Yes, that is the thing we're trying to make very clear here on this show.
Yeah,
It's
okay.
not welfare.
No,
You've
that's
earned
not
it over the years, but
Yes.
I was also amazed that they serve as many as 35 and 40 in the home,
Yes, they
in
do.
addition to the ones that come here at the center itself, you know. And it's a great program, and we were glad to have two of the gentlemen here tell us all about it. And
Well, I'm certainly glad you asked us.
all right. And
Okay.
don't forget out there in Channel 21, we're trying to get a wide coverage of different things that are happening in our area, not only the basketball and the sports, but trying to get all the programs. We're leaving here and we're going over to the library to talk to Nancy Marjoram, the new librarian, 3 years now, I guess, in our local library. And tell your friends about Hometown Cable and some of these programs are going into Plattsburgh now. I don't know if you knew that, Calvin.
wasn't aware of this.
Yes, they're getting into
Robert.
Plattsburgh. They're at 10 o'clock in the morning. They've been showing for the last 4 to 5 weeks, I think, Calvin?
Yep.
And they're getting good reception down in Plattsburgh, and something like this might go down in Plattsburgh. I don't know. It's different. And if you want to say hello to anybody in Plattsburgh?
I'd rather not.
All right. So from here at the Legion on this Friday, the 23rd, and it's starting to snow outside, and we older men have to get home and before it gets too slippery out there. Bob Venn on the mic and Calvin Castine on that camera right there, saying so long and thanks for tuning in.